Hello and welcome to Gabe's Games. I just wanted to show you guys how to unlock Super Helldive difficulty. And there are a few things that most YouTube videos won't tell you, or don't tell you. So, I've unlocked Super Helldive difficulty, but to unlock Super Helldive difficulty, you just need to complete an operation on Helldive difficulty. And that's what every single YouTube video that you've seen, more than likely, tells you. And that is true. But here is what a lot of YouTube videos won't tell you. Out of the different operations that you can complete, and each operation looks like this. It says Operation Status, Operation Peacekeeping, Operation, it's basically a triangle with a skull on it. Every single one of these with a little bit of landmass on it is an operation. Out of the operations out there, some are more difficult than others, and the thing that you need to consider when doing the operation is the team that you've actually chosen to do the operation with you good enough to stay with you through all three quests that is in the operation, and are they likely to stay with you, or are they just going to leave? Because that's something that you need to consider. Because I tried a few times to do an operation and players just left. Or they weren't good enough to do all three of these missions. And so it took me a few tries to unlock Super Helldive difficulty because the players just left. Or they weren't good enough. Or the mission was too difficult. So the first thing is that you don't want to really choose a mission which is really difficult to accomplish. For example, this is 40 minutes, that's 40 minutes, and that's 12 minutes. You know that this is going to take a long period of time and be quite difficult to do, and it's going to be really difficult or impossible if your teammates aren't good players. So you want to choose a team which is at least level 30, but more than that, you really want to choose a team which is going to stick by you throughout your operation. So that's the one thing that you really need to consider. Now, here is the other thing that not a whole bunch of YouTube videos tell you. When you're completing your operation, there are operations which are very easy, and you want to go and choose those. So let me show you what I'm talking about. All of these are quite difficult. They have two 40-minute missions and one 15-minute mission. But there are operations out there which are significantly easier. So let me find it for you. There'll be one. So defend that planet is there, and I find fighting the bugs easier and more fun, so I do that first. Oh, and here's the other thing as well, that when you're doing it right, do you see first, second, and third? To complete the operation, you actually need to get a tick on first, second, and third. You can actually do it so that you complete the first mission, complete the second mission, fail the third mission, and your operation is done. As in, you failed to unlock Super Helldive difficulty, your operation is done, because you failed the operation. You need to do all three successfully, which is why choosing your team for it is really important. So, let's go and find a really easy example. And it needs to be done in one sitting. You can't really play a little bit, come back. Or I think it might be possible to play a bit, come back and finish the operation, but really you want to do it in one hit. All three missions of an operation in one sitting. And you want to find an operation which is fairly simple and easy to do. Now, there are operations out there which are just simple. And I can't seem to find them right now. That's one 40-minute mission, one 12-minute mission, one 40-minute mission. That's not an easy operation. There are operations out there which are just so easy, and you really want to be aiming for those. Now let's see, what's this? One 40-minute, one 15-minute, and one 40-minute. Not what you're looking for. Not what you're looking for. There are missions where they give you one 12-minute, one 15-minute, and then one 40-minute mission, and that is the easiest way to unlock Super Helldive difficulty that I have found. Now let me just go find it.
One last step.
Not there, not there.
This world needs your righteous extermination, Helldiver.
And it's going to take you a long time to unlock Super Helldive difficulty no matter what you do, so you might as well go and find the mission that's easiest to do it, and the operation that's easiest to do it, because, you know, you spend a bit of time searching, and then it's easier once you're actually in it. 40 minutes, 40 minutes, 15 minutes, no, that's difficult.
The Galactic War. A battleground awaiting your heroic intervention.
Alright. Okay, so right now I'm finding it difficult to find the exact mission that I'm looking for, but there are missions out there and operations out there which are just piece of cake easy. So you really want to try and find those. And then once you've done those, you can unlock Super Helldive really easily.
The freedom of the galaxy remains in jeopardy.
Let me just see.
Is
Is there one over here? Like, if there's one here, I'll be able to show you what I'm talking about.
But a single triumph.
40 minutes,
and
20 minutes, 40 minutes. Nope, that's difficult. So there's a lot of difficult missions out there. This is also difficult, I imagine. Okay, no, this is a good example. Okay, so you see these 3 missions here? Out of all of the missions that I found, this one is one of the easiest. So 40 minutes, 20 minutes, and 12 minutes. That's the least period of time that you need to actually unlock Super Helldive difficulty. And if you do something like that, you can find it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time in Gabe's Games.